just launched Season 3 of Squid Games now, where it has 3 different games. And today, I want to play all these games using the original Brookhaven. And for that, I called these players back here, and all of them will help me do this. The first game of all will be hide and seek, so we have to get in this car, which the guard is already waiting for. My side is the blue side, and the other side is the red side. He is even looking here, and he said, "You are going to lose because it is hide and seek," and the other player is laughing at us. Guys, I am sure I will not lose, especially because I am very good at hiding. Now they also arrived here in the line to get in this car. So now all of us are here. Even these players are here too, getting in here. Now we can finally start the match. The guard is coming here in the front, and I want to see where the hide and seek will be, which is one of the hardest games of all. But now he arrived here at the school, and it will be blue versus red. The guard is looking here, and he said, "You have 2 minutes to hide." Look, I know it sounds like a lot, but it really is very little time because we have to hide from these red players. He said, "Get started now, and there is no way out. You can only hide." Okay, I am coming here running, so the 3 of us have to hide. He said, "This will be easy. I am good at hide and seek." Look, I know that, but we cannot hide in the same place together, because if one player gets found, all of us will be found too. This friend of mine is looking here, and it looks like he said goodbye and is coming here to hide somewhere. I don't know where he is going, but guys, I have to start hiding now before it is too late. Now I am following a friend, especially because I want to see where he will hide. Apparently, he got in here, and one of my friends is under the stairs, and my other friend hid in a place that I don't know where he went. Now where I will hide is something they will not know. I am coming exactly here, and now I got inside here. I am sure that I will be one of the players who will win this match. Now finally the 2 minutes have passed, and the players will have to find me. He even just opened the gate and is looking at the players. He said, "Go! Whoever doesn't find someone will be kicked out." Guys, this will be very hard for them because the players here who don't find anyone will basically be kicked out of the match and will not proceed to the next game. But he is coming here in the front. Maybe he will find my friend. But my friend is not here. I really don't know where that friend of mine went. I just know that he is not here. He simply disappeared. Now there is another player coming here behind. And if he finds out that my friend is right here, this will basically be the end for my friend. He cannot find out where we are. He is looking around the court to know where we are. But we are simply not here. There is another player going up here. And again he is coming here. Now this player is coming here in the front. And I don't know what he is looking for. But from what I noticed, he will press this button. This button basically changes the scenario here. He changed everything, and apparently, my friend was right here, so much that he is confused. But now he was basically found. He said, "I found you. I won." And now he is laughing here. But even the guard arrived here to check if this is true. Now he is looking at this, and he just confirmed that this is true. So this friend of mine was kicked out. Guys, this is terrible. One of my friends disappeared from here, and only the 2 of us are still playing. For now, we have not been eliminated, and I hope it stays this way. But he just came back here, and he is coming outside the school because he wants to find out where we are. I am sure that he has no idea where we went. There is even a player coming down here, and they are not able to find where we are. He said, "If we don't find anyone, we will be kicked out." And that is exactly what will happen. Meanwhile, this player is here behind, and he is laughing at all the players. Now even they are coming here because they don't know how he won. They want to ask for some tips, but the guard is looking at his phone, probably checking the time. He said, "1 minute left. Hurry up, guys. I really just won this now." He even came back here because he already won. But I am still hiding here because there is no way to escape from here. In Season 3, you can hide or even run away. But in the Brookhaven version, I cannot run away. Actually, I can only hide. He is coming here in the front, trying to find out where we are, but it will be almost impossible. He is really checking every possible room. Now this other player is coming here. He arrived here in the front, and the guard said, "Time's up." Now even he got scared because he was kicked out of the server. So much that this player came here, and he said, "Give me one more chance, please." Look, the game is the same for everyone, so I doubt he will get a second chance. But he was just kicked out. So finally I can leave here, but one of my friends ended up losing the game. So I am coming out of my hiding spot, and this friend of mine also came out from here, but he didn't notice that our friend was kicked out. He said, "Where's our yellow friend?" Look, something really bad happened. He basically ended up losing the match. He simply lost this because he did not hide very well. Now it is just the 2 of us and the player who made our friend lose. But now we have to go back to the games. Now he also got sad, especially because our friend lost. But they are waiting for us here, so it is time to go back. So we are going back to the games. Now the guard came back inside here, and I don't know what the next game will be, especially because I don't know if there will be a break. But guys, I have to kick this player out, and I have to beat him so that he will be kicked out because our friend was kicked out because of him. Now we are being taken here, and apparently to this prison. Now he is arriving exactly here. We are getting inside here, and he just closed the gate. Now, our avatar went back to normal, and I don't know what the next game will be, especially because this is very confusing. He said, "Now go to sleep. Good night." And from what it looks like, we will have to sleep now, even though it is daytime. Now I arrived right here, and the guard came back here behind to make sure people don't escape. I am supposed to sleep in one of these cells, but all of them are open. So this means that I can be eliminated at any moment here in the games. And now it turned to night. It really became night, so I will have to sleep. But now I am coming here to sleep, but I am very scared of that player because I know he is not a good person. Now they turned off the lights. So I will have to sleep here because I need energy for the challenges that will happen tomorrow. But my friend came right here, and he said, I don't trust him. I think he wants to eliminate us. But I also think he wants to do that. So he has to be my personal security, who will stay here watching the door while I sleep here. Then I will be his security, and he will basically sleep. So now I will take this moment to sleep. Guys, now some time has passed, and he is coming here to sleep. And now it is his time to sleep. But meanwhile, I will stay here at the door, watching everything. But this player never went to sleep. Actually, he is awake sitting here, probably waiting for the opportunity to eliminate us here in the games. But that will really not happen. Now finally it is getting bright. A lot of time has passed, and now it is daytime. So finally the prison went back to normal. The lights finally came back, and my friend can get up here without any problems because we are finally safe. But now the last 2 games will happen. He came here to explain this, and I want to understand how the next game will be. He said, in the next game, you must jump rope, but it will be with cars. Guys, I think he changed this because in Brookhaven there are no ropes, but cars can be used. And this friend of mine is very serious. It really looks like he wants to win this. Now we are being taken here, directly to the game, and I don't even know what car will be used. But we are ready to do this. So now he is coming here in the front to take us to the next game. And I am very confused and also curious to know what the next game will be. Now all of us are here, and we want to hear what he has to say because he will explain the next challenge, which instead of using a rope, will use a car. He said, this car will speed in your direction, and you must jump over it. Okay, this sounds very hard because I don't know the speed of the car. But I hope that both of us will pass this challenge. And I hope that this player loses because he was the one who made my friend lose. Now the guard will choose one of us to start the challenge, and apparently, it will be this player. He will be the first of all. I really don't think he will win this. But the guard is going back there, and the car is very fast. He will really have to dodge that car by jumping over the car. So now the car is coming here in the front, and I want to see if he will be able to do this. And he really managed to do this successfully. Guys, I can't believe he won against us. Now the guard came here, and I want to see which one of us will be chosen. And I hope that the person who is chosen will win because it is me and my friend here, and both of us have to win. Apparently, he is going to choose me, and I will have to do this now. And I hope this will be easy. But now I am coming here to the middle, and he simply went back there. Guys, he is really very far. But if this player managed to do this, I will also be able to do it. He is even laughing here at me. And he said, your friend is going to lose. I doubt he will win. And really, this player turned evil. But now I am waiting for the guard to start speeding his car. And it looks like it finally started. So now I will have to jump over the car. Perfect. I jumped here, and it really worked. I managed to do this successfully. And actually, this was pretty easy. I just jumped. But this friend of mine is very scared. He probably thinks he is going to lose. But I am coming here to say something very important. I said, you are going to win. I am sure. I really think he will win because this is not as hard as it looks. Now the guard came back here, and now the guard is ready to start the challenge. So he is going back there running, and my friend really has to win this. So much that the car is coming here, and it just passed here, and it hit my friend. Guys, my friend fell on the ground. He simply ended up losing the match. And I can't believe this happened. My friend did not jump over the car because he took too long. And this is really too sad. He said, I lost, but you have to win. I trust you. So now I will have to win because my friend asked for this. I have to win for this friend of mine who ended up losing, and also for my other friend that this player eliminated. But now the guard came back here, and now this friend of mine was just kicked out of here. And now it is really just the 2 of us left. But we are competing for the final game, which will be the hardest game of all. He said, only one of you will win, and since there are only 2 people, the game will be smaller. For those who don't know, the 3rd game is huge, and it was made for many people. But since there are only 2 players, this game will be smaller. Now he is even laughing at me. And he said, I am going to win against you because I watched the series, and I already know what the next game is. Look, but I also know that, especially because I also watched the series. Guys, now we are eating a simply giant dinner. You can see that there are a lot of sweets here, and this player is also eating this because this will be our last dinner before starting the most important games. I am taking this moment to eat as much food as possible because I need a lot of energy. So I am eating a lot of food to be able to win against this player, who is a player that eliminated 2 of my friends. 2 of my friends only lost because of him. Meanwhile, the guard is right here, waiting for us to finish. He said, in Squid Games, there are 3 towers, but in our game, there will be only 1. And that actually makes sense, especially because there are only 2 players. There is me, and also this evil player. But I think I am finally ready to start this. So I arrived right here, and this player also came here, and he is also ready to start this. Actually, this will be the most important game of all because only one of us will win the game, and the other will be kicked out. So now we are here on the tower, and we are ready to start the next game, where one of us will stay on the platform, and the other will fall from here. But now the guard arrived here, and he is coming here to say something. Actually, he grabbed this item, which he just gave to me. He also gave this item to the player, and now we are ready to start this. I just have to grab him and throw him off from here. And apparently, it started because he he is shooting into the air. So much that he is coming here to throw me off the platform, but I will not let that happen. He will have to say his last words. He said, "Do you really think this is my end?" But now he went back there, and he is trying to carry me, but I will not let that happen. I am waiting for him to come here to the front so I can carry him, and again he is laughing at me. So much that I am almost carrying him, but finally, I am carrying him, and I ended up winning. I am the official winner of the game. Now the guard came closer, and he said, "Congratulations, you won. And this is really very good. I really won Season 3 of Squid Games, and this player ended up being kicked out." For those who don't know, Season 3 of Squid Games has just been launched. I want to remake the series using Roblox Studio, where I can modify things, I can remove parts of the map, and I will basically make the Squid Games Season 3 game in Brookhaven. So for that, I called this friend of mine. But actually, this is not my friend, and this is my friend. It looks like he is very angry with this player because, for some reason, he copied his avatar. They really look very similar. I am coming here to understand what is happening, but this friend of mine needs to help me make my Roblox game. But he is looking here. He said, "This guy copied my avatar. This is not fair. Look, I know he copied you, but he did that just to make you angry, and it looks like it is working because my friend is getting closer and closer to his house." Now this player said goodbye, and my friend got banned from here. Literally, this player banned my friend. Now he went back to his house. Guys, I don't know if this is good or bad, especially because finally my friend will help me make my Roblox game, and I hope he helps. But it looks like he agreed, and he is very angry, and he simply got into the car. Really, my friend is not very happy, but I want to make the Squid Games Brookhaven, and he needs to help me do that. But he left here. He said, ruin his house just to make him angry. Okay, I will do that, just because my friend asked me to do this. And it looks like he went up there. So now I am coming here to his house, but it looks like I also got banned. But now I will make the Squid Games Brookhaven. So much that both of us got banned from here. He said, put the first game, which is hide and seek. Okay, I will put the first game. The first game is hide and seek, where you can be eliminated, or you can even escape. And I have to choose a place on the map where the hide and seek will happen. I believe that the mall is a good location. So now I will remove the doors so the players can't leave from here. And this door will be completely removed. And the hide and seek game will happen here. You will have to hide for a while so the red players don't find you. But in the mall, there aren't many hiding spots, so I have to make new hiding spots. Now it looks like this player left from here and is basically laughing at us. Guys, this is the weirdest thing that has ever happened. But I had an idea of how to get revenge on him. We have to ignore him now. Even my friend got happy, and he is coming back here into my car. But this player arrived here. He said, wait, where am I going? Look, we are leaving from here, especially because your house doesn't interest us. We don't want to be unbanned anymore now. I am coming back here to my house, which is totally secret, and it is a house that few people have. I will press this button because it opens the garage, and I will take this opportunity to make my Roblox game, especially because this is much more important than fighting with that player. And it looks like even he agreed with me, but this player is arriving here, and if he enters my house, he will get banned. But he was careful not to come inside here because he knows he will get banned if he enters here. And now I have to make a hide and seek game. He said, aren't you going to make it like the Squid Games? Look, I know I should do that, but I will do it in a different way. I just grabbed this sword, but I think it is too big, but it works very well. So this sword will be used for the red players. Now the blue players will have to hide around the mall, but we don't have hiding spots here. So that's why I will place several hiding spots so you can hide and protect yourself from the players. Guys, I am almost finishing this, and really, my Roblox game is getting very good, but this player still hasn't left from here. He is the weirdest player of all because now he is following us. But as soon as he comes inside here, I will ban him. Now in my Roblox game, there are several boxes for you to hide in. The glass here is no longer transparent, and you can't come inside here anymore. And we also have lockers to hide in, but my favorite locker is exactly here. I don't really know how this works, but now I am coming inside here. I press this button, and finally, I am hidden here. And this is very good. I will be able to hide from the players, and the games are almost perfect. But this is still very normal. I want this place to scare the players. Now it is completely night because there is no light coming in here. Outside it is daytime, while inside here it looks like it is night. And this will be much better. But I will remove this sword. And now we will go to phase 2, where I will add the jump rope game. But guys, this player is in my house, and now he will be banned. He is completely banned. And you can see that he is right here, and he will never be able to come back to my house for everything he did to my friend, and also to me. Now he came back here. He said, this is unfair. Look, I think this is very fair, especially because he banned me from his house, and now he unbanned me. But my friend is still banned. And he is looking at my friend, and he probably unbanned him because he teleported there, and he is coming here to the player's house to simply get his safe, and he will have to go down here because the safe is hidden here. I don't think this player is very happy. Now it looks like he left the game right at the moment when my friend was going to get his safe, so much that finally he is coming back here because he will have to help me make the jump rope game. He said, this is my favorite game because I am good at it. Look, but I will obviously make a very hard game, and I want my game to be really hard. But guys, there are 2 players here, and it looks like my friend is sitting here and is using a secret animation animation that I didn't even know was possible to do. I am coming here to do this too. Here on the right, I will have to use a very specific animation, and I think it is exactly this animation. But my friend arrived here, and apparently he disagreed. I don't know what animation this friend of mine is using. I just know that it is very different, but I will stop thinking about this and will simply make my Roblox game. So much that I just managed to get the game, and you can see that it is working perfectly, but there aren't the two dolls. So now I am arriving right here, and I almost ended up falling on the ground. But this is not good. I will have to improve this Roblox game because I am not falling off the platform. This will be too easy for the players, and I don't want my game to be easy. So I will place this a little bit lower, and I will make the path a little bit smaller. Now I am coming here to see if it is easy, but it is still too easy. So I had a genius idea. I will leave the train track, but I will remove this block that is here underneath. Perfect! I removed it. And now this will be much harder because if you fall here, you will probably be eliminated. And I want this to be hard on purpose because people will be able to fall here at any moment. Now I simply fell down here, but now the dolls are the only thing missing. So I placed this doll right here, but it will be giant. There is this other doll, so I will place it exactly here. Now the game is very interesting, but I want to see if my friend has any tips. He said, place the place very high so it will be challenging. Okay, I will do exactly that. I will place it in the highest place of all. I left the game exactly here. But guys, if I fall from here, I will be eliminated. Now I am arriving at this part, and if I fall from here, there is simply a chance that I will be eliminated. So I am arriving here in the front, but this is still too easy. So much that I will fall here on purpose. And basically, I get eliminated. But I will remove this part, and also this other part, and I want this to be much harder. So I just grab this block, and this block moves. Basically, this throws me down here, so it will be much harder than it looks, especially because winning this is very hard. Now I think this is already very hard. We are almost ready to play the game. He said, wait, and where is the final game that has 3 towers? Look, I will make that in a little bit, but I wanted to understand why my friend is right here, and also what this player is doing here, because this is very weird. So I am coming here to talk to him, and I want to know what this is that he is doing. He said, we are competing to see who has more style. Okay, this is a very weird competition, but my friend is like this, so I will also use an animation from the right. Now I am sitting here, and this friend of mine is also here. All of us are sitting like this, and I want to see what this player thinks about this. But he arrived here too, and he simply stayed like this. Guys, this is the weirdest competition of all, but I will take this opportunity to make my Roblox game. My Roblox game has 2 games, but now the tower game is the only one missing, and the towers are exactly here, and it will basically be a sword battle. There will be players here on the platform who will have to battle with swords, and you can see that this tower is very tall. This is really very tall. So I made this smaller, and now it is much smaller so that fewer players will fit. And if by chance a player falls from here, he will be eliminated, and the towers are floating for some reason. So I will pull this down exactly like this, so it looks better. And the games are perfect. And now I will invite my friends, who for some reason are dancing here, and they are in a dance battle. Look, this is really weird, but I will enter my Roblox game, and if they want to join, it is basically just for them to come here. So much that it looks like this friend of mine arrived here. He said, come on, I will be the guard. Look, actually I will be the guard because I will manage the games while people play this. But now it looks like he got surprised. Meanwhile, the 2 of them are having a dance battle. I am coming here to see if they want to join. I am inviting my friend, but apparently he refused. He said, I have a more important job. Look, I don't think this job is important, especially because it is just a dance battle. But he is calling me here. He said, place the dorms. That is the only thing missing. Guys, what he said is true. It will be very good to place the dorms. So I placed the dorms here, and they are exactly in this part. This will really be perfect, and I am truly ready to start the Squid Games. And now the 2 of us are here, about to start the games. But I will have this sword, which will be used to eliminate the players. He said, don't eliminate me. I have already played these games. Look, you are not the main character, so he was eliminated. But I will invite more players to play the games with me. And now he just came back here, and the first game will be here, and it will probably be very hard. So I will have to search while the players who are joining hide. There are several people coming here. The 2 of them have to hide now because I will start to search for them. So I am waiting for the time to pass, and I can't see the players here behind anymore. They probably all hid, so I will have to find all the players. But I don't know where they went, so my mission is to find all of them because this is very important. Now finally, I am looking for the players, but I don't know where they are. So much that I noticed there is a player in here, so I am coming right here, and he was eliminated. But I think there are several players here. I am literally seeing their feet. So finally, he was eliminated, and it was my friend. Now I am coming here to look for the players, and there is simply a player hidden here. So much that they were eliminated, and all of them ended up losing. I really won. All the players are here, and now the next game will start. Actually, all of them are here, and they will have to move forward here in the front. But this will not be as easy as it looks. So much that several players are losing, and all of them lost, and only this player here is left. And I don't know if he will win, but now he is coming here, and he also lost. Guys, I want to see if they will pass. This player is coming here to the front, and he is really doing very well, but unfortunately, he ended up falling, and all the players are falling here. And now my friend is coming here to the front, but he ended up falling, and now only this player is left. All of them ended up losing. losing. I don't know if the game I made really turned out to be that hard, especially because you just have to come here jumping, and I will simply be able to win again. So let's pass here in the front because I am sure it is possible to do this. So I am coming right here very carefully, and we really managed to win this. So much that there are more players coming here, but many people are falling. And finally, he arrived here too. Now only this player who is coming here is left, and he simply ended up falling. The three of us were the winners. But now there will be the tower game, which will be a much harder game. And I want to see if more people will pass here. They just need to come here to the front, but most of them are falling here. Finally, they are arriving here too, and the two players ended up winning. Now only two more are left, and they are having a lot of difficulty. So much that both of them fell. But now there will be the last game. You can see that there are several players here, and I will throw this sword, and someone will have to eliminate all the players. So now all of them are exactly here. Perfect! I threw the sword, and someone will pick it up, but this player has to eliminate all the players. And you can see that he is doing this very well. He is eliminating several players who are running away from him, and many people are losing here, and there is a player flying. But now all of them have swords, and I want to see who will be the winner. So much that apparently the hacker was the winner because he was the only one left here. But actually, this player won. He literally won against a hacker. I don't know how he did that. Now there are several players here, and many are losing. But I will make this platform smaller, and this will be very hard. Now I want to see who will win. There are several players here losing, and there is even a hacker here who ended up losing, and this player was the winner. But the players are coming here to the front, and I want to make a different game. Now all of us are right here, and we will have to move forward here to the front. I really managed to do this, but I want to see if the players will also be able to do this. You can see that there are many people coming here, and there are also several players passing, but many people are losing. It is literally very hard to pass this because everyone is losing here. And you can see that there are many people at the start of the game, but there are actually several people passing, as well as many people falling. Apparently, down here is where many people are falling out of the game, and for some reason, there is a player who survived. And this is really very weird. This is simply the biggest Squid Games game that I have ever made in my life. For those who don't know, I don't have money for anything. I live in a destroyed house, and actually I live here in the hotel, while everyone else lives in really nice houses, really expensive houses. I'm the only person who doesn't have money for that, but for some reason, there's a player watching my car. That's the only good thing I have, so I have to stop him from stealing my car, because that can't happen. He said, "I'm not here to steal your car. I need you to be my getaway driver." Look, this is even worse. I can't be a getaway driver because then I'll get arrested, and I really don't want that to happen, but he's still watching here. He said, "It'll be just once, and then I won't bother you again. Go to the market." But he got in my car. Guys, I didn't accept the job, but I'll take him to the market to see exactly what he wants to do. Maybe he wants to buy food, so I'm getting there now, and I want him to go in and at least buy me chocolate. So now he's coming into the market, but he's robbing the player. The other one even stopped what he was doing and just raised his hands. Guys, this is really weird. I think I should probably leave right now, but I'm going to stay and see what happens, especially because I'm working for him now. He grabbed some money and gave it to the player. That's really a lot of cash. Now he's coming back to my car, but he forgot my chocolate, so now he's going back inside to get it, and even the player raised his hands again, but he just came back to grab chocolate since that's what I asked for. He actually brought his part of the deal, and he gave it to me here. Look, thank you very much. He really did everything I asked. He said, "Take your part of the money too." Guys, he gave me money that usually takes me a month to earn, but I got it in just a few minutes here in Roblox. But now it looks like a police officer is coming here, so I have to get out of here fast before things get worse for me. He said they never arrest anyone because they're slow. Okay, that's something I didn't know, but I only worked for this player today, and I'll never work for him again. This is the only money I got from him, but I won't do this again because it's illegal. But he's looking here. He said, "If you want to keep working with me, call me. I live in the Hollywood house." Okay, that's really interesting. I didn't know he lived in that house, and now it looks like he's leaving. He lives in a very different house. I didn't expect that the person living there was a criminal, but now you can see he's arriving here. He's going into his garage, and now he has a totally secret base. He just closed the gate, and apparently this is his training. There are 3 targets here. 2 are robbers, and 1 is innocent. I want to see which one he's going to hit, but he only hit the innocent one. This player is really evil. I have to think twice before working for him again. While the police officer is at the market, listening to everything that happened, I'm coming here to the bank to basically deposit all the money I got. But guys, he stood up here. He said, "If you want to deposit, you'll have to say how you got this money." Guys, this is terrible because I got it in an illegal way, and if I tell him the truth, I'll basically get arrested here in Roblox. But I'm going to say I received it through donations. I said it was a donation. I'm homeless. I'm lying to him because I can't tell the truth at all. He said, "Then I'll deposit your half. The rest will go to the government." Okay, this is really sad. Now he's depositing the money, and I just lost half of what I made. But this player is watching me here, and it seems like he disapproved of what I did. I shouldn't have deposited that money in the bank since it was illegal. He probably keeps the money in his house. So I'm coming here again to talk to him because I want to see if I can keep working with him, and apparently he approved this time. He's getting back in the car. I don't know where he's going this time, but now he's the one driving. He's coming here to the neighborhood. He arrived right here, and I don't know why he came in front of this house where a police officer lives. He said, "I'm going to call the police and watch how long it takes them to show up." Okay, now he's standing out front because he wants to show me that the city's police are inefficient. He's right here calling the police. Apparently the officer got the call while he was watching TV. He said, "Okay, I'm going now." But then he just went back to eating and watching TV. Guys, this is really weird. I didn't know the city's police were so bad. that they ignore the calls. Now he's coming back here, and I think he did that to convince me to become a robber like him, and I actually accept it. I'm going to become a robber with this player. I'll be the getaway driver. And apparently he got really happy and got back in the car again. But guys, that police officer didn't even get off the couch. He's been in his house for a long time, and now it finally looks like he's going to leave. He turned off the TV, and now he's coming to get his car, but it really took a long time. Now he got down here, but there's no one around. This player really convinced me to become a criminal with him. Now the police officer is coming back, but apparently he's going back to his house, but he's waiting for us to leave so he can pass, and now he's going right back to his Roblox house. This is really weird. They just watch TV all day when the people need help, and now he's coming back again. But guys, now I'm ready to rob the market again. I'm really ready to do it now that this player proved to me that everything here is unsafe. So I'm arriving right here. He said, no, we're not robbing the market again. Follow the bank truck. Guys, he wants me to follow the truck that transports money from the bank. So I'm going back there to do that. I'm really ready for this job. And now we have to wait for the truck to finally leave. It looks like this player is finally coming up front because he's going to drive that truck. And now he's coming right here. He's transporting a lot of money. He's definitely carrying a lot of cash. But guys, he's turning here. I keep following him because I can't stop. I have to find out where he's going because he's getting up ahead. And maybe he already noticed that I'm following him since I'm really close to his car. But my friend hasn't said anything so far. It seems like I'm supposed to keep following him. So I'm continuing to follow him exactly like he asked. He said, now stop his car and let's steal the money. Okay, I'm coming up front. Now I stopped his car because this is a robbery. This player is aiming this item and now the other one got out of the car with his hands up here in Roblox. But guys, I can't get out of my car because I can't let him see my face. If he sees it, he'll basically report me. Now he's coming back here to open this door. He just opened it. This player is going to steal all the money. You can see he got a lot of money and now he's coming back to give it to me. Actually, he's putting all the money he got in the trunk and now he's coming back here. But it looks like the player ran away. He's coming to ask for help. Look, this is terrible. He needs to grab the rest of the money, which he did here. And now we have to get out of here quickly. He said, go to my house. No one would suspect that a movie producer would steal money. Okay, I'm going to his house because this is going to be really important. Guys, I'm arriving right here, and now he has to open the gate. Perfect, we're inside, and my car is totally safe because he closed the gate. He also locked the door, so it's impossible for anyone to know we did this. But apparently he gave me this item, but I don't want it, though it looks like he wants me to do the training. So I'm doing the training where I hit the criminals and didn't hit the innocent one. But he's watching here, he said, but we are the criminals, and criminals are friends with each other. So now he only hit the innocent and left the criminals alone. Guys, I don't agree with this. This player is really weird. I really don't think I should be working here, because this is very strange. But now the police officer is coming out, and he's coming here to see what happened. He's coming to investigate the robbery we did. Now he's arriving here at the front, and it looks like the player is right here. If he says we're the ones who did it, this will be terrible, because we'll probably get arrested. But he got back in the car. He said, go to the mansion, let's investigate. And he's talking about the mansion where a really rich player lives. Okay, I'm coming up front because this is actually going to be really important. It looks like that police officer is also coming to get his car, because he has to investigate what's happening along with those other officers here in Roblox. While they're distracted coming here to see what happened, we're going to go and investigate the mansion. So I'll leave the car around here, and now he went up there. We're hiding here watching that player's mansion, while the police are arriving to check out what happened out front. This other officer is also arriving now, but they took too long. We already left a while ago. They're really weird. My friend said, look, it looks like he's coming out. And yeah, it really looks like the player is coming out. He's coming to get some food. He actually has a lot of food. I'm really impressed, because where I live I don't have that much food. My fridge is really small. Now it looks like he's leaving to get his car. Now that he grabbed it, he's basically coming out front. Guys, it's really good that he's leaving his house. Now I'll be able to see his house and investigate it better. So now it's time to go there. So now I'm following him because he probably knows more about the mansion than I do, since it's my first time here. He said, why do you have those broken glasses? Yeah, maybe it's time for me to throw those glasses away. Guys, I don't have glasses anymore, but I can't see very well, though apparently he gave me this box. I don't know what's inside it. And guys, I just got these glasses, and now I can see really well. He really helped me a lot. So now we have to investigate this house to discover everything in here. While he's using the computer, I'm coming here to basically wash my face, because I have a lot of scars, and also this tattoo is temporary. It's temporary because I don't have money to buy a permanent one. So now I'm washing my face, and now I really look very different. I'm heading out, and he's investigating everything that player has. But apparently he found a lot of money. You can tell that the player is a billionaire. The person who lives in this house is a billionaire, and that's something I definitely didn't expect. Now he's going out back to investigate everything. But he found this wall really strange. Guys, I'm coming here too. This wall really doesn't make much sense. So let me break all of this. I have this hammer, and now I'm breaking it. Guys, I broke the wall, and you can see there's a lot of money. There's really a lot of money here, and it's time for us to take all of it. He said, let me grab everything. Check if there's anything else in the house. Okay, this player is going to take care of all of this. He's going to grab all that money. Meanwhile, I'm heading back here because I need to check everything in this house. I'm holding this item to avoid problems because I'm afraid something might happen here. We have this room. Now I'm checking everything in here, and there are some really interesting clothes. And now I look look like I'm super rich, but I'm heading back to check everything else here. And we have this other room, and I'm going to check absolutely everything in these drawers, because maybe I'll find something important. Meanwhile, he's grabbing all the money and taking it to my car since my car is hidden back here exactly in this spot. And now I'm like this. I found several really interesting outfits, so I'm leaving now because I already got everything I wanted. I'll take the opportunity to go down here in a different way. Apparently he got even more money, and now it looks like we have to get out of here. Guys, I'm following him because it looks like he grabbed all the money. It's impressive that he got all of that, but I'm following him because we have to escape fast. I'm waiting for him to get in the car, but he's still putting money here, and now he got in, but we have to leave now before the owner of the house comes back. I'm leaving his house, and it looks like he came back. He definitely knows something happened here, especially because a car just drove out of his house. But now he's running here to check if his money is still there. He just realized we messed with his computer, and now he's coming back and noticed that his money is gone. But I'm coming to this house because this is our hideout, and once again we're safe here. There's really a lot of money here. We are officially millionaires. But now this time he hit both criminals. He really understood how this works. This time he didn't hit the innocent one. He became a good person. He dropped this item. He said, go back home before they find out we were the ones who did this. Okay, I'm going back home because it's already getting dark. Guys, he just opened the gate. He keeps his money right here. Later, if I need that money, I'll come here to his house and get my share to spend. But now there's a police officer passing by. He's coming to the mansion. I really hope they don't suspect me because I'm an innocent person. Now he passed by, and both of them are heading to the mansion because it was just robbed. Meanwhile, I'm going back home. For now, I live in a really simple house, but tomorrow I'm going to buy a new one that's going to be way better. A house that's actually really expensive. But for now, I'm just going to rest and sleep. Now it's finally morning. The sun is coming up, so now I'm waking up. I need to turn on the light, and today is the day I'm going to buy a new house. But guys, there's something weird happening. I'm looking here and it seems like there are 2 cars near my Roblox house. That's strange because I'm the only one who lives here. I basically don't have any neighbors, so I have to go there to deal with whatever problem they have with me. Maybe they have something to say to me. But guys, I just realized that they're actually police officers. They're waiting for me to come out so they can basically arrest me. So I have to go back inside. I just went in, and that officer is running up here. I just locked my door because he's never getting in here. I'm not going to let him in because if he gets in, I'm going to jail. He said, open the door, you're going to jail. There's no way to escape, guys. But a police officer is coming here. I really don't think there's any way out. They're waiting for me to come out, but there's no other door to leave through because this apartment only has 1 door, so there's no way I can get out of here. I'm coming back here to check. I'm in my bathroom now, and there's no exit here either. This is really going to be the end for me. But guys, a ball just rolled in here, and they just noticed it, and they're watching that ball. I'm going to take the chance and get out of here. But guys, it looks like he's the one who did that. He really saved me. Now I have to run away before they realize I escaped. I have to run to his house because that's the only safe place. Perfect. I got inside, and here is all the money I'll have to use to escape from the police. Today, I want to test ways to cause accidents here in Brookhaven. Accidents with Roblox cars, and I also want to test many ways to do this, because I live in a city where we have firefighters, police officers, and even doctors. But I called this friend to help me. He said, let's start with the simplest way. Guys, I am going to test many ways to break the Brookhaven car and basically cause accidents. So I am going to start with the simplest way and go up to the hardest way. And this friend of mine will have to help me do this. But now he is coming here to my car, and the very first way will be free. So I took this Brookhaven van, which will be a very important van. But guys, right here we have the doctor. Apparently he is going out to help someone. I don't know what happened, but I am going to follow him because I want to see the emergency that happened here in the game. So I am following him, and it looks like he is arriving here because he wants to get food. Guys, this is very weird. He wants to get food, and because of that he came here as if it were an emergency. I am even coming here to talk to him because I found this very weird, and he also ended up arriving here. He said, what is it? Me being hungry is really an emergency. And guys, this is weird, but really what he is saying must be true, especially because he saves people. So he came back right here, but there aren't people working here. Actually, for some reason my friend came here, and he is basically preparing the food. I really don't know why he is working here, but to make the very first accident, which will be a very simple accident, I will need my friend's help. So for that, I am coming here to get food too. He is even here at the window, and he simply handed this snack to this player in Roblox. And I don't know why he is working here. Now this player left here, and he is going back to do his job. Now I am arriving here to pick up my friend. But he said, do you want a snack? Look, obviously I don't want a snack. I just want to know why he is suddenly working here when he should be helping me with the secrets. It even seems like he got surprised because he forgot about this, and he came back here to the car. But now I am going to press this Roblox button until my car gets completely destroyed, just like this. You can see that the car is very rusty, and it is also very weird. Now I have to choose a place to make the accident. It has to be a very specific and very special place. He said, choose a tree. And this idea he had was very good, because many people crash their cars into trees. So I am going to choose a giant tree, which is exactly this one. This tree here is already enough to make the first Brookhaven accident. And I am going to start with the simplest accident and go up to the most advanced accident of all. which will be very detailed. But for now, this one will be simple. Even my friend is looking at this, but the accident is not ready yet. Here on the right, I am going to grab this item and place it right here. I am also going to place this other item so that it looks like it was a real accident. And now my friend has to fall on the ground to pretend it was a real accident. So he arrived right here and simply fell on the ground. And this is the simple accident that you can make. Now I am calling the firefighters, and this is the fire department. There is even a player right here, and finally he is going out to do his job. And he is really coming here to the front, and this is going to be very important. Now I have to pretend that I am scared, especially because he has to believe this. You can see that he arrived back there, and now he is coming exactly in my direction because my friend had an accident. But finally he arrived right here, and he almost caused another accident. And guys, he is putting out fire, but the car is not on fire, so I really don't know what he is doing. Now he came to talk to my friend, but I am going to call the ambulance, which is finally coming here. But this ambulance is coming by a very different path because it is coming up here. But there is no way it can pass straight here, especially because there is no road here in the front. But the ambulance didn't even care about that, and now it is passing here on the grass. This is really very weird, but it shows that he really wants to save my Roblox friend. And now my friend is being carried and being taken here. I really hope he gets better because the doctor parked the car here, and he is very weird. But now he is looking here. He said, "It's all good. Your car is still working." But guys, the next accident I'm going to make will be a much better accident where I'm going to break my Roblox car. Now the ambulance is leaving here with this Roblox friend of mine because they have to check if my friend is okay. And now finally I am going to test the second way to make an accident in Brookhaven and basically destroy your Roblox car. Apparently, the firefighter is going back there to his house, and I'm coming here to get my car because I have to save my friend. While this firefighter is coming here and going back to his house, my friend is going on a very different path because he is being taken to the hospital. So I have to come here because he didn't really have an accident. But here on the right, I am going to choose another car, and I just grabbed exactly this one where I am going to break it completely. So now I am arriving here in the front, and it looks like my friend is already here. He already managed to get out of the hospital. But the next way to destroy the car will be a bit more detailed. He said, "Do you need Game Pass?" Yes, you can use Game Pass to improve the destruction. Now I will have to choose a place to destroy my car. This time it has to be a really giant tree because no one would crash their car into these trees. This time I am going to choose a giant tree that is exactly in this area. Right here we have this tree. We also have these trees, but I am going to choose exactly this one. He said, "Choose a light pole. It will be funny." Okay, I am going to do what my friend asked because he was at the hospital just a little while ago. So I am going to choose a light pole to crash my car. So I am coming here to the front, and it will be exactly this one. On top, I am going to remove some wheels from the car until it looks like this. You can see that this wheel is coming here to the front in a very weird way. Now I removed another wheel, and here on top I am going to turn on the fire and also the smoke until my car looks like this. My friend finally left here, especially because this car is on fire. But now I am going to place here several very important items. Here on the right, obviously I am going to grab this item, and I am going to place it exactly here so that the destruction is right in this part. I am also going to place this item so that the destruction is a little dramatic. Now here on the right, I am going to grab this fire, and I am also going to place it here on the car because this has to look like a real accident. So again on the right, I am going to grab this smoke, and I am going to place it exactly here, right on this part of the car. Now you can see that there is a lot of smoke coming out of here, but the accident is not ready yet. And for some reason, he has this item. I don't know why he is still holding this item, and now he is just watching everything that I am doing to this Roblox car. But this time it is going to be me who will have the accident, and I am going to search exactly this word, and now I am like this. Now I am going to fall on the ground, and my friend will have to call the police, especially because I am going to say that a person crashed into my car and then ran away, and this person will be my friend. He is even calling everyone, and he grabbed this car and simply ran away from here in the invisible car. I don't know how he has an invisible car, but my friend simply left here. He even has a secret car that only administrators have. But now I have to fall on the ground so they believe this is true. Now the doctor is coming here to get his car because he has to come here to save me, and he was the first person to arrive at the scene. This is really impressive. Now he is saving me, especially because this is going to be very important. Now he brought me right here, and I am lying down here. He even closed the doors, and he is finally going to leave here. The firefighters are even leaving, and he is coming exactly in this direction running because there is a car on fire. Guys, he arrived right at this part. Now he grabbed this item, and the ambulance is finally leaving here, but he is putting out the fire, and he really managed to do it. He put out all the fire from the car. Now he is noticing some details because this is probably important. But now the police officer is leaving here because this looks like an important accident. So he is coming here to check this, and he has to see if someone really needs to be arrested. Now I want to see how he will do his job, but he is arriving here to talk to the firefighter because he wants to know the details. He said, "Do you think it was an accident?" accident? Or did someone do this on purpose? And even I want to see what the firefighter will say. But he disagreed, and this was not done on purpose. Meanwhile, I am here with the doctor, and he is checking if I am okay. He just has to see if I am okay. But obviously I am very okay because all of this I did on purpose. Now the police officer is coming here, exactly to the hospital to see if I am okay. Or maybe he is coming here to see if this was really an accident. He said, "Did someone crash into your car and run away?" And that is exactly what happened. I said, "Yes, it was an invisible car." Seriously, it was a totally invisible car that did this. Apparently, he understood that, and now he left here. But guys, there is a problem. There are no invisible cars in Brookhaven, so I don't know if he will believe this. But now my friend is passing here in the front in a totally invisible car that he got. And really, this car is very invisible, and it looks like the police officer noticed that. Now he is coming here after my friend in Roblox because for sure he is going to get arrested. The police officer is even stopping him because he is going to be totally arrested. Now he raised his hands. He said, "You are going to get arrested for crashing a car and running away." And really, this is the end of my friend. And guys, he is really getting arrested for a fake accident because the accident that happened here was not real. They are even basically going up here. I don't know where my friend is going to get arrested because he is not coming to the police station. And actually, he is being taken exactly down here. You can see that he is arrested right here, and he is going to stay here for a very long time. The doctor is even looking here. He said, "You are okay. You can leave now." Okay, it looks like finally I can leave here. I am even leaving the hospital, and officially I can leave here. But my car is totally destroyed. So now I am going to test the third way to break your car in Brookhaven and basically make an accident in the game. But to do this, I need a friend, and I also need a car. But my friend's car is right here in the front, and it is a totally invisible car. So I am coming here to get this car, and this is the weirdest car I have ever driven because it is a totally invisible car that only administrators have. I am even coming here to the front, and I am arriving here to pick up my friend, but he is simply stuck here. Now the police officer is finally leaving here. He is basically going up here, and he sat down exactly here on the chair. But guys, I have to come here to save my friend. And for some reason, he is coming outside, and he just opened the gate because he noticed that I have an invisible car that he probably has never seen before. He said, "How did you get this car?" "Look, I got this car because I am an administrator, so now he has to save my friend." I said, "I am an administrator, now let my friend go." But it looks like he really believed that, and he is coming here to save my friend. I really managed to save him in the most different way of all. He is even finally coming back here after a long time. Now to test the third way to make accidents, I am simply going to need his help because it will be with two cars. And it will be the accident with two Brookhaven cars. Now he will have to change cars, especially because we cannot make an accident with an invisible car. So he deleted it, and here on the right, I am going to grab a car. I chose this car, and my friend chose that car. Now we are going to have to crash the cars into each other. So here on top, I am going to remove several wheels until the car gets tilted like this. You can even see that the car is very tilted. And now my friend also broke his car, and his car is on fire. And besides that, he fell on the ground. But here on top, I am going to put fire on my car too until it looks exactly like this. But now I have to put here a lot more fire and destruction. So here on the right, I am going to grab this smoke and I am going to place it exactly on my car. And again on the right, I am going to grab the fire and I am going to place it here on my Roblox car. Now there is a lot of fire and smoke. So I am also going to grab exactly these items and I am going to place them here on the car so that it looks really destroyed. I am also going to grab this item and I am going to place it on the ground like this because this has to look very realistic. Here on the right, I am going to use this item and I am like this. And it looks like I really had an accident. Now my friend's car looks like this. And it also looks like my friend had an accident. But now there is still something very important missing. I am going to grab this item on the right and I am going to have to close this street. This street is closed, especially because there was a very big accident here. So I am closing the whole street. Now it looks like this. So I am also going to fall on the ground and my friend is a little closer to the car. And finally, the firefighter is coming here to save us in Roblox because this is really important. The firefighter is even coming here to the front and he has to save us quickly because there was an accident. Now he is putting out the fire because this is very important. And guys, he is putting out all the fire and the ambulance has not even arrived yet. He is really doing a very important job. He is taking all the fire off the car. But finally, the ambulance arrived here and now I am being saved. I am even right here and my friend is also being saved by this player in Roblox. But there was no space for him, so unfortunately he will have to come here sitting. Now he closed this door and he is coming here to take us to the Brookhaven hospital. And he is going back there. And this was really the best accident of all. Even the firefighter is very scared. And guys, if you want to add me on Roblox, just click the Become a Member button and I will add you on Roblox.